Have you ever felt that there's a hidden power sleeping inside you? It's not clear. You can't name it. You can't touch it. But it's always there, quietly, persistently, in every breath you take, every glance you give, every moment you live and feel the world around you. Sometimes you walk into a crowded place and you're instantly drawn to someone. They're not necessarily attractive or striking in appearance, yet all eyes are on them. Just by being there, the atmosphere shifts. Time seems to slow down. Suddenly, everything feels more alive. And then there are people who make you feel uneasy within seconds, even before a single word is spoken. Their presence, silent as it may be, stirs something powerful within you. Why does this happen? No, it's not luck, and it's not some rare ability only a few are born with. That power, that mysterious energy, exists in all of us. But most of us have never been taught how to sense it, connect with it, or unlock it. It is energy, an ancient kind of magic that transcends language and physical form. It's what our ancestors, sages, warriors, healers, understood and used to shape the world around them. But in today's fast-paced, chaotic world, we've forgotten. We've forgotten how to listen to our bodies, our minds, and our hearts. Forgotten how to reconnect with our true selves, where the purest, most powerful energy resides. But you can start again, right here, right now. Pause, take a deep breath, feel. Listen to the subtle vibrations in your chest. That is the voice of your inner energy. And once you learn how to awaken it, you'll never be the same old version of yourself again. We live in a world that's constantly in motion. Every passing second, everything vibrates in its own unique way. But not all movement is visible. Some shifts happen in silence, in the unseen, in realms where the eyes can't reach. But the heart and intuition feel clearly. Modern science has confirmed what ancient wisdom always knew. Everything from matter to emotions, from your body to your thoughts, is energy. Frequency, vibration. Every cell within you isn't just alive, it's broadcasting. Every emotion you feel isn't just a state, it's a wave, rippling out into your surroundings. And you are a luminous being, a living transmitter, sending out millions of signals each day through what you think, what you feel, and even what you never say. But here's the sad truth. Most of us grow up in a world that teaches us how to act, but never teaches us how to be. We're taught how to communicate with words, but rarely shown how to make others listen with silent energy. We're taught to chase success through hard work, but never guided on how to create reality through inner power. We live as if we are only a body, but you are not just flesh and bone. You are energy. You are a field of vibration capable of influencing, healing, attracting, and transforming. And when you begin to understand that, you step into an entirely new journey, one where reality is no longer something you react to, but something you actively create. Today's journey is an invitation to return to your deepest truth, that you've always been a part of the miracle. That magic isn't just for fairy tales, it's science that hasn't been taught in school. And the greatest secret has never been outside of you, it has always been within. Be ready to rediscover what the world has forgotten. Be ready to awaken the pure energy that's been waiting inside you. Because once you unlock it, you will never live the same again. There's an ancient saying in Eastern culture that still gives people pause for thought. Before you enter the room, your energy has already arrived. This isn't just a metaphor. It's a truth that has been felt for thousands of years through intuition, through lived experience, and now, even through science. Have you ever met someone who didn't need to say a word, but just by being near them, you felt at ease, safe, like everything suddenly became lighter? Or the opposite, people who merely pass by, and yet something inside you stirs, feels unsettled, and you can't explain why. It's not because of what they said, not because of anything they did, but because their energy was speaking, interacting with you in an invisible yet deeply real way. Energy is a language beyond all languages. It doesn't need words, it doesn't need tone, or even eye contact. It's a force field that radiates from your heart, your mind, your entire being, and it moves through the space around you like silent, powerful waves. In quantum physics, they call it the bio-oscillating field, a type of frequency wave emitted by living beings, affecting the environment and others in ways that can't be measured by the naked eye, but can absolutely be felt through the subtle sensitivity of intuition. In spirituality, It's called the aura, the energy field that surrounds the human body. Some traditions believe it has colors, layers, and can be cleansed, healed, or even expanded. Call it what you will. What matters is this: it's real. And whether you believe in it or not, you are constantly emitting that energy every minute, every second. You don't have to do anything special to have energy, but you do need to become aware of it if you want to direct it to create positive impact for yourself and for those around you. Energy is not just a feeling. It is a subtle reality and the universal language of existence itself. When you begin to understand this, you'll start seeing the world with new eyes. You'll realize that every encounter, every relationship, every moment in life is an exchange of frequencies. And from that point on, you can begin to master your life experience by first mastering the energy within you. Beyond energy, the first force that shapes your vibration is thought. Ask yourself, what happens when you constantly dwell on lack, fear, or unresolved anger? You might not realize it, but in those moments, you're unconsciously reprogramming your vibration, pulling your entire energy field into a heavy, stagnant current. Just like a radio, you are the tuner, and the universe, a perfect feedback system, simply mirrors back the frequency you're aligned with. If you emit the frequency of anxiety, you attract situations that fuel anxiety. If you emit peace, the world begins to soften around you. There's a profound teaching from ancient Hermetic philosophy that says, the mind is all, the universe is mental. This isn't just symbolic, it's the foundation of all esoteric knowledge, vibrational science, and even modern psychology. It means that your thoughts are not just something you have, they are something you become. Every thought you allow to bloom in your mind is a command you're sending out to reality. Each stream of thought you repeat becomes a song you're broadcasting into your energy field, and the universe somehow, some way, is always listening. You don't need to stand up and shout to change your life, but you do need to learn how to think consciously, because it's those silent thoughts, those inner images, those quiet conversations with yourself that are writing the entire story of your life. Thought is the conductor of your inner symphony. It orchestrates your emotions, your energy, your actions like a grand performance. And if the conductor is out of rhythm, the entire song becomes chaotic. But when your mind is calm, clear, and aligned, everything begins to flow in harmony, filled with vitality. And here's the most magical part. You can change that symphony right now simply by shifting the frequency of your thoughts. Because every thought you nourish is a spell you're casting whether you realize it or not. If thought is the conductor of your inner orchestra, then emotion is the living instrument that gives your life its melody. You can think positively. You can read hundreds of affirmations every single day. But if deep down you're still feeling anxious, doubtful, or carrying unhealed pain, that is what the universe truly hears. Emotion is your real frequency. In English, the word emotion comes from energy in motion. Emotions aren't just feelings, they are energy in motion, flowing through every cell in your body. They create your unique vibrational signature, a signal the unseen world responds to every single day. If thought is intention, then emotion is the fuel that brings that intention to life. Thought builds the structure, but emotion is the electricity that makes the machine run. When you breathe with gratitude, you're not just being positive. You are broadcasting the frequency of love into the world. And that frequency is so powerful, it can shift your relationships, attract new opportunities, and change the way the world responds to you. When you meditate with focused awareness, you're recalibrating your internal magnetic field. You're bringing your heartbeat, your brainwaves, and your emotions back into harmony. In that moment, you're not just calming your mind, you're regenerating your entire energetic system like a deep, powerful reset for your emotional and nervous system. Emotion is the fuel for creation because it's what sets fire to every dream, idea, and action. If you create from fear, you'll build limitations. But if you create from love, from excitement, from gratitude, you'll manifest miracles. Remember this, you can't fake vibration. Energy doesn't lie. So instead of trying to be positive through logic, become the emotion you want to radiate. Become joy, become peace, become gratitude. Because when thought and emotion merge into one, you become a being in tune with the universe and everything you've been longing for. will start to find its way to you. In the end, no matter how pure or powerful energy may be, it is only potential, until it is brought into reality through action. Thought is the conductor, emotion is the orchestra, but action is the actual performance where every note is played and every vibration becomes alive in the physical world. When you put pen to paper and write down your dreams, not to chase something, but simply to connect with your heart, that is a ritual. When you walk through nature in full presence, you are weaving your energy into the breath of the earth. When you speak words of love and gratitude sincerely, you are casting spells. Not spells of fantasy, but real magic born from the truth within you. In Taoism, there is a concept called Wu Wei, which means action through non-action, not forcing, not pushing, not controlling, but acting in harmony with the Tao, as natural as water, yet as powerful as the wind. This is not passivity. This is the union of energy, intention, and action, a space where you no longer have to try, because everything unfolds in perfect precision and alignment. You are the alchemist of your life. But the magic doesn't live in fancy words or outward rituals. It lives in the energy you pour into the smallest things you do. A gaze filled with presence, a gentle gesture, a decision made from the heart, a step taken with purpose. These are the real spells being cast, not with supernatural power, but through your awakened state of being and your unwavering alignment with the universe. Because when thought is clear, emotion is harmonious, and energy is aligned, action is no longer effort. It becomes a sacred ritual, where the unseen becomes visible, where dreams take form, and where you, an ordinary human being, perform the most extraordinary act, turning vibration into reality. Because when thought is clear, emotion is harmonious, and energy is aligned, action is no longer effort. It becomes a sacred ritual, where the unseen becomes visible, where dreams take form, and where you, an ordinary human being, perform the most extraordinary act, turning vibration into reality. Over 2,500 years ago, the Buddha sat beneath the Bodhi tree, not to escape the world, but to listen to it at its deepest level. There, where suffering and joy, birth and death, were simply expressions of impermanent energy. In that silence, he didn't just find enlightenment. He discovered something profound. The mind is where the universe begins. Thousands of years later, on the other side of the world, Nikola Tesla, the visionary of electrical dreams, spoke a sentence that changed how we see the physical world. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. That was no coincidence. Whether through the lens of mysticism or mathematics, through meditation or equations, the greatest masters have always pointed to the same truth, a reality beyond matter. A realm where all of life is built on frequency. A universe where energy is the essence of all existence. From Eastern monks with their deep breaths and grounded footsteps, to Western quantum physicists unraveling subatomic particles, they are all telling the same story. The story of energy, of interconnectedness, and of the creative power that resides within each and every one of us. That story has never grown old. And you, the one reading these words, you are not just the listener. You are the one continuing the tale. And what about you? Amid all the invisible movements, the entangled energy fields, there's one quiet question echoing in the silence. What about you? What frequency are you vibrating at? What are you broadcasting to the world through every thought, every feeling, every tiny action each day? Are you letting fear direct the flow of your energy, or have you begun to step into creation, love, and presence? Maybe no one ever taught you about energy, about vibration, about the ancient magic woven into your very body and heart. But here's the truth. You've had it all along. The question is no longer, do you have enough energy? But rather, are you ready to activate your magic? Ready to live as an awakened being? Ready to show up as a healing vibration? Ready to act as a creator, not because you must, but because you finally remember who you are? You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just need to begin to become the radiant, powerful, extraordinary being you already are. The universe is listening. Your frequency is writing your reality, and the magic, it never left you. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment to live as your most vibrant, whole, and luminous self. That moment is now. You don't need anything outside of you to become enough. You don't need titles. You don't need validation. You don't need anyone's permission, because You've always been enough. From the very first moment you arrived in this world, you were already a being of vibration. You are a radiant soul, carrying waves of energy that can heal, stir, connect, and change reality itself. Magic doesn't live in a spell. It's not hidden in rituals or distant beliefs. Magic lives in the awareness of the energy you carry. When you choose to think with clarity, when you feel with sincerity, when you act with full presence, you're no longer just living. You are turning your life into a sacred ritual. And always remember this: the world doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your energy. So today, wherever you are, however you're feeling, you still hold the ultimate power. You can choose a new frequency, you can change the channel, you can stop merely existing and start creating. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, but right now. If some part of you just stirred, as if something ancient within you just remembered its name. If you feel like it's time to live differently, to live more truly, more deeply, to live from the sacred energy that's always been within you, then like, subscribe, and share this video with other souls who are also on their journey home back to themselves. And don't forget to leave a small commitment in the comments below. I am ready to live as an awakened source of energy. Because when you write it, you're not just leaving a message, you are beginning a journey.